and I seen Kim nose taped up. And it was whispers all around the office of everything that happened because his assistants were there and they was talking about it. He tried to say that she hit a table, but everybody in the office and everybody that was immediate around him knew exactly what happened.
Kim has some things that happened to her over the years: broken nose, bruises, ankle injuries. A lot of things happened to Kim.
Y'all, it looks like the new evidence that Diddy's prosecutors dropped in court has finally confirmed all our suspicions. Kim Porter's death was much more complicated than we thought. And you know whose fingerprint is all over this? Diddy. Now that Diddy's facing serious criminal heat, people are digging up receipts. And guess what? There are whispers that Kim tried to warn us before it all went down. But for whatever reason, her manuscript disappeared into thin air and Kim never got to tell her story. But all of that is ending now because the prosecutors turned the heat all the way up on Diddy and everything hidden is finally coming to light. In fact, it looks like the feds might actually reopen Kim's case because the details just aren't adding up. So, what exactly happened to Kim? Did she really try to warn Cassie the day before she passes away? Let's get into it. Now, ever since Kim's tragic and mysterious death, the internet has been buzzing with whispers about a secret book. Was it a tell-all, a diary, a memoir, a journal? Whatever it is, it's been described as explosive. And trust, this isn't your average celebrity autobiography. Word on the street is that this book pulls zero punches. It's packed with raw, unfiltered truths about Kim's life, especially her toxic roller coaster of a relationship with Diddy. Yep, we're talking alleged dark secrets, and maybe even a few criminal breadcrumbs that Diddy probably really doesn't want out there. And that's not all. Sources say the book dives into some deep, dangerous territory, including whispers about RICO charges, wild freak-off parties, and even shocking theories about Diddy's alleged ties to the deaths of Tupac and Biggie. Now, here's where it gets chilling. Some believe the book was so damaging that Diddy couldn't risk it getting out, which leads to the big question: did someone silence Kim Porter to keep those secrets buried? Recently, producer and videographer Choke No Joke hopped on live to drop some chilling receipts about the infamous Kim Porter memoir, and he had a lot to say. Choke confirmed that the memoir does exist and contains some pretty damaging information about Diddy. During the live stream, Choke played snippets from the book, and some of the alleged information were truly horrific. Just take a listen. But here's where it starts to get crazy. Kim's kids, Quincy, Christian, and twins Jesse and Delilah, put this book on blast, claiming that it had nothing to do with their mom. They released a joint statement calling out the publishers where they said, "Claims that our mom wrote a book are simply untrue. She did not. And anyone claiming to have a manuscript is misrepresenting themselves. Additionally, please understand that any so-called friend speaking on behalf of our mom or her family is not a friend, nor do they have her best interest at heart. While it has been difficult to reconcile how she could be taken from us too soon, the cause of her death has been established. There was no foul play. Grief is a lifelong process, and we ask that everyone respect our request for peace as we continue to cope with her loss every day." So, the book in question? It's a 58-page bombshell titled Kim's Lost Words, A Journey for Justice from the Other Side. And yes, it actually was published on Amazon on September 6, 2024. But here's the kicker. It vanished almost as quickly as it appeared. Why? Well, shortly after the release, Kim Porter's kids dropped a statement, and poof, Amazon pulled the book. But instead of killing the buzz, it only threw gasoline on the conspiracy fire. Fans are now whispering that the kids were pressured, maybe even straight up forced, to denounce the memoir by none other than their dad or his powerful legal team. Enter Kimora Lee and Honey, but she did not come to play. Kimora came through with receipts, memories, and a whole lot of love. And she's here to make sure Kim Porter's voice is not silenced. Because let's get one thing straight. Kimora and Kim weren't just friends, they were tighter than sisters. Like soul sister level close. If you've ever read the tribute Kimora posted after Kim's passing, you know it wasn't some PR fluff. It was raw. It was real. It was emotional. At your homegoing celebration today, it became all too real that you are not coming back. I cannot stop crying, but I will be strong for you. Gone way too soon. What the F? I am in shock. To my beautiful friend and sister, I love you. This is unbelievable. Every room I walk into now, I think, okay, I will just go and get Kim. But I see that I cannot. This is all too close and too sad. You are a whole mood. You are a girl's girl, which is why we've stayed close always. We are so alike in so many ways. You are a great mama. Between us, we have 8 kids who are all cousins. We are and will always be a family. I will look after yours and you will look after and guide us all. What a beautiful, loving, sassy soul to have lost. We love you forever. May God bless your journey. We will never stop crying for you. But here's where it gets shady. Kimora was one of the first people to arrive at Kim's house after the medical team, and she made a chilling discovery when she was there. Allegedly, she met Corey Gamble, one of Diddy's henchmen, at the house, and it looked really weird because there was no reason for him to be there. Fast forward a few years, and rumors started flying around that Corey Gamble was there because Diddy sent him to get rid of Kim's manuscript and other evidence that might have connected Diddy to Kim's murder. And then there's Kim's ex, Albie Shaw, who talked about how Kim was so afraid that she told him to contact the feds. By July 2020, Al couldn't keep his suspicions to himself any longer. He posted a since-deleted video of his reaction the day he found out about Kim's passing, and he believed Kim was murdered. Al wrote, "I just found this footage from the morning I learned of Kim's murder and how it ripped the soul from my physical body. I do know very clearly that Kim didn't just check out all of a sudden over pneumonia. That's some BS. Really? This is where I get in trouble. We just celebrated our son Quincy's new deal and Christmas special with Netflix, and she was in fantastic health as well, laughing, seeing me and Diddy's mutual exchange at the theatre. I'm going to leave it here." Then he added the hashtag, "Don't let the love songs fool you," as if he was trying to imply that Diddy's tributes to Kim were fake. Producer Easy Mo B commented on the post, "God bless your soul, Al B, the all-knowing, all-seeing mighty God is at work. What's done in the dark will come to light." Al then replied, "We good sir, and we'll get through this as well. If not, we know who and why. But that's not all. Kimora always made it clear that she hated Diddy because of how he mistreated Kim. Even worse, Kimora always suspected that Diddy had something to do with Kim's death. Kim and Diddy's on-again, off-again relationship was as toxic as they come. According to multiple eyewitnesses, Diddy was super possessive of Kim, and he would flip out every time she tried to leave him, even though he was openly dating other women at the time. For instance, during one of their breaks, Kim started seeing Shakir Stewart, a music executive who worked at Def Jam. When Diddy found out about the relationship, he totally lost it and lashed out at Kim. Allegedly, things got so heated between them that Diddy started putting his hands on her, leaving her with a broken nose. Most reports about this incident have been scrubbed from the internet, but if you dig deep enough, you'll find this one article published in 2005 that makes reference to the altercation, saying Kim was left with a broken nose after the couple argued on Combs' yacht in Saint-Tropez. The article then reported that Diddy flew in a specialist plastic surgeon from Geneva after the accident. Kim has since claimed that she hurt her face after she banged her nose on a table.
And I seen Kim's nose taped up. And it was whispers all around the office of everything that happened because his assistants were there and they was talking about it. He tried to say that she hit a table, but everybody in the office and everybody that was immediate around him knew exactly what happened.
There was stories that Puff had flown in a plastic surgeon or something like that. You know anything about that?
Yeah, he definitely did.
He flew in a plastic
he flew
surgeon.
in a plastic surgeon. Good. Puff will fly in whatever you need to cover yourself up.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna fly in your doctors so that he can know. He was controlling when it came to Kim, so he would fly in doctors. Anything that if anything was wrong with it, that it wouldn't get leaked out, he was able to control the situation.
But wait, it gets worse. In case y'all missed it, Diddy recently filed for mistrial in court, which means he wanted the judge to throw the entire trial out of the window and start over with a new jury. But guess what? The judge slammed him and his team and told them a big fat no. At first, Diddy's team tried to push this narrative that they wanted a mistrial because a witness suggested that Diddy might have paid someone to get rid of the fingerprint pads that Kid Cudi took after Diddy allegedly set his car on fire. According to reports, the fingerprints would have linked Diddy directly to the incident because it was of one of the goons that he sent to break into Kid Cudi's house. When one of the police officers who worked on the case took the stand, he suggested that the fingerprints were never investigated because they mysteriously disappeared from the station. It was at this point that Diddy's team moved for a mistrial because, according to them, the witness's statement painted Diddy as a criminal over something that wasn't even confirmed. But here's the thing, defense lawyers don't just randomly ask for a mistrial like that. It's usually a well-thought-out plan when it's obvious that the trial has become unfair to the defendant. This is why a lot of people started wondering if the whole Kid Cudi fingerprints thing was just a convenient excuse for a strategy they had been planning all along, because according to inside sources, Kid Cudi and his car situation was nothing compared to what the prosecution was planning to unleash about Kim Porter and her mysterious pneumonia death. Apparently, the evidence is so damning that if the jury ever gets to see it, they're going to send Diddy under the jail and throw away the keys. It makes you wonder what exactly it is that Diddy is hiding that could be worse than everything we've heard in this trial so far. But let me hear your thoughts on this. Do you think Diddy is hiding something serious? Do you think he had a hand in Kim's death? Drop a comment down below and be sure to check out this next video.